dear friends. You're in the military summary from Vacation Channel, and today we will discuss the situation in Ukraine on the 30th of July of 2026, where the Russians, during the night between the 29th and the 30th, carried out one of the biggest attacks since the beginning of this year. According to different sources, the Russians used 358 air means to attack the territory of Ukraine, including drones and missiles. The Russians were using at least four Onyx missiles. The Russians used nine ballistic missiles, and the most important thing is that the Russians used 61 cruise missiles of Ha-101 type. And it seems that this is the biggest number of Ha-101 type that the Russians have used since the beginning of this year, or even since the beginning of the special military operation. Lots of explosions were recorded not just through the city of Kiev, but the most important thing for that the Russians, for the first time for a very long period of days, attacked the western parts of Ukraine. Explosions and missiles were recorded through the Vinnytsia region, through the city of Lvov, through the Rovno region, and so on. So the Russians, correct me if I'm wrong, for the last time attacked the western parts of Ukraine somewhere at the beginning of 2026. And today the Russians attacked, as you can see, for the first time for the previous 7 months or something like this. Lots of explosions were recorded. The Russians were attacking not just military objects, the Russians were attacking logistics, and the Russians were attacking the Nova Poshta post office. So this is a very important situation. As we can see, the logistic work continues. Furthermore, the Russians were attacking different cities. Kiev, the Russians were attacking the eastern parts of Ukraine, the city of Kharkiv. And the most important thing is that the Russians used lots of drones, and the drones were attacking not just the central and the eastern parts of Ukraine, but also the drones were moving in the direction of western parts of Ukraine. The most important thing is probably that the Polish side, they reported that one of the Ha-101 missile managed to cross the border between Poland and Ukraine and entered airspace of Poland. And the Polish authorities were forced to use F-16s to intercept this missile, but at some moments the Russian missile disappeared. So that is why the Polish military forces haven't managed to bring this missile down. But later, the Polish authorities published a picture where we can see a crater that was created as a result of the Russian attack. And I would like to point your attention that this is a massive attack, of course, and another important thing that this is a retaliation on the strikes that were carried out by the Ukrainian side on different facilities and logistics through the theater of Russia. Another important thing is that due to attack through the western parts of Ukraine, most likely the Russians from this very moment will continue attacking not just the central and the eastern parts of Ukraine, but also the western parts of Ukraine. And mainly the Russians are going to attack most likely warehouses and